What is up? Welcome back to the Truth Serum. I'm Joey. That's
And
Jordan.
I'm Jordan, but I could be Joey if you want me to, baby. Whatever you need this morning, I got you.
Woo! I ain't had a sip. Been sipping some coffee. What's up, guys? We are here, week 9. 6 bye-week teams. We struggling out here, y'all. We
Dallas
struggling.
Dallas cannot lose today. Cannot lose today.
Dallas can't lose today.
Cannot lose today.
Dallas is probably, I think they probably in my top 5 overall teams right now, man. So
Hey, well, let's hope they stay there, baby. Where's Philadelphia at? Are they number one?
they are behind, they are ahead of Dallas. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you wait till they play Dak Prescott. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. David Gina says I solved the gross one. Went waiver wire and said YOLO. Hopefully you went waiver wire and picked up Gerald Everett, like I told you to. That's the one. I'd play him over Disley or I can't remember who else your options were, but yeah, Gerald Everett's got a great matchup today, man. So especially without any Keenan Allen or Mike Williams playing, I'm all over some Gerald Everett today. Wyatt Brown says, "Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Wyatt Brown. I
Good
love
morning,
you.
baby. Good
Uh,
morning, baby.
we may have to take a short intermission at some point, so Jordan can go drop the Browns off at the Super Bowl, man.
It could happen.
He's had a rough night last night. He's been up. He's got a little stomach bug. We'll just leave it at that. But you guys can use your imagination on what's been going on.
All that
Uh,
matters is I'm here.
you are here, baby. You are here. I didn't read that. Go back.
Oh, sorry.
There
Sorry.
you, BB. What's up, dog? Got a bunch of questions for his touchdown league. Let's bring them. Bring them on. I'm ready. Same here, David. Yeah, waiver wire is prime time in weeks like this. Chris Olave, Christian Kirk, Jamal Williams, T Higgles, Chase
Higgles.
Claypool was leaning Higgins with Chase out, but J.C. Horn on the other side of him. Yeah, I think we briefly talked about this. I think I would still go Chris Olave. You need one here. This is a good problem to have. I don't mind starting T Higgins today either, though. So high passing offense. The Panthers do have a little bit of a pass rush, and that's where Joe Burrow has kind of struggled a little bit this year. But I have no problem starting Higgins if you need to. But like I said, Jamal Williams also a great start
Yep.
today.
I think you got three startable pieces of these guys, and I've seen, my own rosters, and there's plenty that I don't have this much depth to choose from. So I think you're doing all right, Gina.
I think you got 4 startable options.
Who's the fourth?
The fourth would be Christian Kirk. I know he has been he's been struggling here
He
as
been
of late.
booty.
Yeah, but I think I'd be willing to go back to him.
I mean,
Obviously not over these guys, but I think he's a
every
startable piece.
everybody scores on the Raiders. Me at high school would have scored on the Raiders, and I didn't score at all in high school.
Mm, late bloomer, that's all right. What's up, fellas? Drake London or Julio Jones in the flex? Ugh.
Jangalang lang. Thanks for watching on the YouTube. Make sure you bang that bell. And if you haven't already, be like Derek Jangalang lang and bang that bell for us. I am going Drake London on this one.
Uh, I don't know is the one. We got no Russell Gage playing for the Buccaneers today. Um, Drake London is obviously better talent in this point of their careers. But when you got a team that's willing to run the ball 60 times versus pass 15 times, you got a little bit of an issue here. And a 30% target share is good, but that's
Not when
gonna
you get 2 targets a game.
yeah, it's gonna get you not much. I think I'd go with Drake London.
I just can't trust Julio. There's plenty of options I would choose over Drake, but I'm not going back to that well with Julio.
I feel like this is a wait and kind of see week for Julio anyway. He is expected to play though, and I do expect him to be the number 3 target in that offense. But what's Tom Brady gonna do?
I think this is a must-win game. I think whoever wins this game, or let me say it this way: I think whoever loses this game is probably dead in the water or pretty close to it.
Mm. Are you talking on Buccaneers or Rams or?
Yeah, Bucks and Rams. Yeah. It's an important matchup.
Yeah, for sure. Drake, Deion Jackson, Montgomery, Akers, or Swift. David Montgomery for a touchdown all day. Give me David Montgomery. Deion Jackson is a hell of a play in PPR league, but obviously that's not what we are going for here. Drake doesn't seem to be bad, but I would go Montgomery.
I'm going Deion Jackson. Last time we saw this guy play, he absolutely mashed all over the field, catching the ball, running the ball, doing a little bit of everything. The Patriots could definitely be beaten by running backs. And I think, Monty is just steadily kind of going down in the pecking order to Khalil Herbert. So I'm rolling out Deion Jackson on this one.
So the thing about the Patriots defense against running backs, they're actually pretty decent against the run, but they do let the passes leak out to running backs. That's why their ranking might be a little skewed in your platform there. But I think if he scores, I don't think it'll be on the ground. I think it will be through the air. But give me Montgomery on that. He gets goal line cracks all the time. Caps Lock says, good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Caps Lock.
Happy Sunday, Caps Lock. Good morning, Ben Kaiser.
What up, dog? Oh, my God. James Conner or Eno Benjamin? Who has the better game? Neither.
Kyler Murray.
Man, this is so tough because I'd rather just play Eno Benjamin without James Conner, honestly. But if I got to put my money on it, James Conner, he's the starter. He's gotten the money. He's the one that got paid. I think he'll get the first crack at it, obviously. But James Conner is my answer. But I'd rather see Eno without him.
I think you got to go with James Conner. I think if he's on the field and he's playing and he's anywhere near healthy, he's going to get the important carries in the game.
And the good news is you got a Vegas expecting a high scoring game, 49.5 points. So there you go. You got things working for you there. Tyler Algier, Paris Campbell, Dontrell Hilliard, Tyquan Thornton, KJ Osborne, Will Dissly, pick 3. I will go Tyler Algier, Paris Campbell, and I would go back to the waiver wire and pick up Gerald Everett to play. But Will Dissly will be my 4th option there.
I would also go Algier, Campbell, and Dissly on those 3. So I think we're on the same page there.
Okay, so answer this. Dissly or Gerald Everett today?
I'm probably going Gerald Everett, man. He's been solid all season when he's been healthy. So yeah, I don't think you can necessarily count on Will Dissly. I just like him better than the other options.
So if you had to choose a tight end for the Seahawks, would you go Noah Fant or Will Dissly?
Will Dissly.
Last time these teams played, Noah Fant was the one that had 7 targets. I believe Dissly got into the end zone that week, though. Don't vet me on that, but he was more involved in that specific game. Good morning. Facebook user and sideline reporter Vance here. Facebook user actually shows up as Vince today. Look at him commenting from the main page and shit.
Who the hell is Vince Schultz? And what have you done with Vance Schlitz? That's all I want to know.
Team Overdog, where you at? What is you talking about, Seth?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think that might be the name of his 144 team, which was number one in the rankings. And hey, man, congratulations. I see that you are number one for the year in the 144 team tournament. You bad bitch, you.
Are you talking about total scoring?
Total scores. Mr. Fickle sitting atop by himself.
It's very close. Audra Bonds is like less than either point. I want to say it's less than 2 points. I want to say it's 2 points. I'm not sure exactly. Could be a decimal point, like 0.2 or something. It's very close. Pick 2, Deion Jackson, Eno Benjamin, or Patterson. Do we trust Patterson coming off of IR?
I
His
do.
first week back. You do?
All the Atlanta Falcons do is run the damn ball, man. He's gonna get some touches. Like, give me Patterson and give me Deion Jackson in this one.
I'm gonna go Deion Jackson, and I'm gonna trust you on this and say Patterson over.
I mean, it could be a complete and total flop, but so could Eno, right? It would be
fair.
different if it was somebody other than Eno, but if it's Eno or a banged up old ass Cordarrelle Patterson coming back on a team that wants to run 77 times a game, give me a banged up old ass coming off injury Cordarrelle Patterson.
Big facts there. Patterson is involved in the offense. That's all they want to do, man. That's all they want to do. I'm
really glad that they spent that high pick on Drake London because he is a phenomenal blocking wide receiver. He's doing great in that role.
Yeah. Praise hell.
Raise hell, praise Dale Cooper, Brian Robinson, or Kenyon Drake, and DeAndre Carter or Julio Jones.
I'm going to take the meat out of the middle in between here. I'm going to go Kenyon Drake and DeAndre Carter. DeAndre Carter is actually he's a decent play this week. Kenyon Drake. I'm going to roll him out there, man. I have zero faith in any running back in this offense right now, but Kenyon Drake is the guy, and at least for this week, we're not going to see Gus Edwards, and DeAndre Carter is he's filled in nicely for Keenan Allen in that role. Now I know he had one game where he was very involved, and that's when Keenan first went out, but he did play that role. I think this week he is inserted into that role because there's no Mike Williams either. So, DeAndre Carter in an offense is willing to throw the ball 50 plus times. Give it to me.
I'm with you 100% Drake and Carter on this one. Kenyon Drake or Mecole Hardman?
It's Kenyon Drake for me here.
I agree.
I do think we had an exciting week last week with Hardman on all of our benches.
Mecole Valdez Hardman. I love those guys.
You can't forget. They did just trade for a wide receiver who is way more exciting than any of the guys that they currently have. We just haven't seen him
sitting on the bench. Exciting?
No. I'm talking about Kadarius Toney.
Yes,
shipped over,
sitting his ass on the bench. Kadarius Toney. That guy is all hype and no substance. Like, I want to see it. I hope he pops in Kansas City. But like, that guy is soft.
He is soft. His soft tissues are soft. But they're going to have a role for him today, dog. Like, end of story. He miraculously got healthy as soon as he got shipped to Kansas City, saying he could play last week on their bye week. Obviously, they didn't have a game. This gives an extra week for them to get integrated and figure out ways for them to play with their new little toy. And let's be honest, they have a way about playing with toys on that offense, man.
He's got a lot of the skill set that Pat Mahomes has showed that he can absolutely utilize and crush. So I do like the Kadarius Toney move. I just hope the guy can actually get on the damn football field and stop holding my fantasy rosters hostage.
Yeah, we just went all in about Kadarius Toney in a question that didn't involve him at all. But Kenyon Drake is your answer, dog. That just shows how exciting he is, man. Tua or Burrow. Give me Tua Tagovailoa all motherfucking day. Tua.
It's got to be Tua. It's a juicy matchup. The Bears suck. They can't stop anybody. They traded away the two pieces on their team that would allow them to stop anybody. Like rest of the year, start your offensive starters against the Bears. Period.
Big facts. Big facts. Burrow's, they're playing the Panthers, and you can win against them, but they're playing tough right now without their new without Matt Rule and without any is their quarterback situation has kind of solidified itself. I think we all know it's PJ for the rest of the year.
No CMC, no Robbie Anderson. And they still hanging in there for some damn reason. Just give it up, Carolina. Just give it up.
Yeah, get you a quarterback in the draft. Well,
maybe they're just really liking this PJ Walker. Maybe that guy is the quarterback of the future for him. Maybe. I mean, Atlanta is rolling out Marcus Mariota each week. It could be worse. That's all I'm saying.
Vance here. I'm making a push from last team last year to win ship this year. I traded Grease Hall for Hopkins straight up in a dynasty league. Golly, why would you do that? To help make a championship push. Yeah, you're crazy. I don't. I mean, if all you needed was that other wide receiver to make it, if you can win, it wasn't crazy. But
this is fucking crazy. I don't care if you win the title or not. For Breece Hall, I think you could have got a better wide receiver, man, than DeAndre Hopkins. That guy is arguably the top overall running back in dynasty formats, especially pre-injury. I love the Grease. I think he's going to be a tremendous asset for years to come. But man, I hope you get the chip, and I hope it does work out for you.
Yeah, I think you could have gotten Hopkins and a first for him, honestly. Dalton or Brady? Ugh.
For me, it's Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. I know it hasn't been good, but Tom Brady still leads the league in passing. He's getting his yards. They're just not converting into scores. And eventually, I think that's going to play itself out. I think this is a must win against the Rams. I think they take care of business today, get the job done. Chris Godwin has been pretty solid and seeming to gain some steam. 11.5 targets, 13.4 points, and 68 yards over his 4 healthy games. The Rams secondary is trash. Jalen Ramsey's toast. Give me Tom Brady in this one.
Do you know how many touchdowns Chris Godwin has scored this year?
Not off the top of my head.
Not a nair,
none, zero. I could have figured that out. Yeah.
Give me Andy Dalton, man. I'm playing Andy Dalton over Brady, dog. They're playing in the dome, playing against the Ravens secondary that can be beaten. High over under 48 points. I'm gonna play Dalton. But I don't like to. But it's Dalton here, man. There's no way I'm playing Brady this week. I don't care if they gonna win the game or not. That ain't fantasy points. And
he's gonna get in the end zone this week. It's Thomas Brady. Mark my words. This is the Brady
dog.
This is the Brady game.
This is the Andy Dalton game, dog. Give him to me. Sam Ehlinger or Zach Wilson.
Give me Sam Ehlinger. It's not. This one to me is not even close. I want no part of Zach Wilson versus the Bills. None.
Sam Ellinger against the Patriots, though, man.
Give me Ellinger against the Patriots all fucking day. The Patriots, again, they're not this juggernaut team that they have been in the past. They can certainly be ran on by quarterbacks. Mobile quarterbacks are one of their Achilles heels. Sam Ellinger has that skill set. I want no part of Zach Wilson against the Bills. None. Zero. No thanks.
So there's a narrative like they're not afraid to throw the ball 50 times with Zach Wilson under center either.
Have they done that? I would like to see Joe Flacco in this game over Zach Wilson.
Me too, but that's not what we got here. I think I'd go Sam Ellinger too, but you could have a 346 yards like last week with Zach Wilson, and 4 or 5 turnovers. That's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It is, though. Like, honestly, man, when you think about turnovers in fantasy football for the quarterback, it's really not that big of a deal. You get into a game script where this quarterback's got to drop back and play Brett Favre, 40 times plus, great things can happen, especially when you got a good young wide receiver on the outside. It does make it tough, but I do think I would play Ellinger. But, don't be surprised if Zach Wilson busts out 25 points for you. What up, Facebook user? What up, dog? Ben Kaiser. 30% target share on 15 or fewer passes is 4 to 5 targets a game. He's talking Drake London there.
He is.
Yeah, it's rough, man. He did throw 28 passes last week, though. I think it was 28 passes. I was like, no shit. Montgomery or Patterson? I'm gonna go Montgomery here. I do have more faith in them. They want to establish the run just as much as the Falcons do. I just think they're more successful at it. Give me Montgomery.
I'm taking Monty on this one as well.
Fields or Goff? It is Justin Fields, man. Justin Fields is a top 5 quarterback right now. I think he should be inserted into every single starting lineup. He's an auto start right now. Justin Fields, man.
I agree with everything you said except for top 5 quarterback. I'm not ready to anoint him that, but since week 4, he's averaged almost 23 passes a game, which is way up from the first 4 weeks of the season. He ranks second in the league with 76 carries, including 7 inside the 5-yard line. So now you add Chase Claypool to the mix, which I'm not a huge believer on Claypool at this point, but I do think it takes some heat off of Mooney. So yeah, I agree with you. I'm smashing Fields in this one.
Yeah, I want to know where his fantasy finishes are the past 3 or 4 weeks. That's what's really important here. And he's up there. He's up there.
Oh, and I agree with you. Every week start, I top 5's a little bold for me on that one. At the end of the day, it's still Justin Fields and the Bears.
Yeah, facts. I get it, but the rushing is so valuable in fantasy football. David S on YouTube. What up, dog? Thank you for commenting here on YouTube. How do you guys feel about Seattle defense? I think they are I think they're fine, honestly. I think the numbers
fine. They're fine.
They're fine.
They severely shut down Arizona with 3 points last game and got 6 sacks. Also, how do you feel about Curtis Samuel with Heineke being in? I don't know his name.
I don't know his name. Taylor Heineke, maybe.
Yeah, he's talking about Heineke.
Obviously, I do like Heineken. It's kind of tasty.
Way more than Heineke.
Yeah, but as far as how do we feel about Curtis Samuel, I can speak for me. I think he's going to continue to be their little gadget guy, but Taylor Heineke's got something for Terry McLaurin and 25% target share. that way does take from Curtis Samuel, but he's still the gadget guy. They're just not going to score a lot of points with this guy under center. He's got a he don't have a big enough arm, but he is throwing that bitch to Terry McLaurin, and I don't think he's looking for the check downs like Carson Wentz was earlier in the season. So, but I mean, we still don't have Jahan Dotson playing. He's not going to play either. So, yeah. Where's your fantasy question at, Davis? Bring us one. Touchdown only, 100-yard only league. Flex Godwin, Kirk, Tony, or go to tight end look with Likely and Hawkinson. I would play Godwin, and I would play Isaiah Likely. Godwin, Likely. I think they are your two touchdowns. Likely is probably the one guy out of this whole list that I would bank on a touchdown.
I think he's asking for one.
Okay. Isaiah Likely. I would go Likely as my tight end. I wouldn't play Hawkinson as a second. I would flex.
I would flex Godwin and go Likely as my tight end.
I think that's it, man.
He's getting in the end zone today. Tom Brady's getting in the end zone 4 times today. 4 times. 4 of them.
We definitely need something from Godwin in that category because he hasn't scored any this year. But this is a matchup you can do that against. So Algier or Gibson. Give me Antonio Gibson. Don't really have to think too much about that.
With Patterson coming back, give me Gibson as well.
Yeah, the Vikings. Let's run all over the Vikings today. Good morning, Audra. Pick 2.
What's up, baby? Audra out on bonds.
Curtis Samuel, Zay Jones, Devin Duvernay. Duvernay is your number 1 here. So is it
double
Curtis
D's,
Samuel?
Baby?
Yeah, is it Curtis Samuel or Zay Jones? I think I would pick Curtis Samuel, especially in PPR. I do think that he's going to get enough safe targets, probably the same amount of targets as Zay Jones, but they're going to be safer, higher percentage targets. So I would choose Curtis Samuel.
Give me double D, Devin Duvernay, and give me Zay Jones against the Raiders. I've cooled off a little bit on Duval Nation, but give me anybody against the Raiders, man. Me and Joey's old asses out there against the Raiders. We go score twice. Like, they are terrible. Worst team in football, baby.
I'm with it. I don't have a big argument there. Nyheim Hines or Cordarrelle Patterson. Give me Cordarrelle or Cordarrelle, however you
Cordarrelle.
Yeah, it's Patterson for me. Nyheim Hines, he is going to be a factor in this offense for the Bills. I don't necessarily think he's not going to be a focal point the way that Patterson will be. Lots of Patterson questions. Patterson or Foreman? Give me Deontay fucking Foreman and his old busted Achilles, because he's been smashing, and
yes.
Honestly, he runs like a fucking bulldog, and I like that. So
I'm also taking old Deontay Foreskin.
Olave, Gabe Davis for the flex. I think you got a similar player here, but I think Olave is safer, honestly. I would go Olave against the Ravens. Gabe Davis is that guy that will explode for 185 touchdowns, 185 yards and 3 touchdowns. But, Olave is the safer play, and I have no problem starting him.
Yeah, give me Olave all day on this one.
Good morning, Caps Lock.
What's up, baby?
I know you guys spoke a bit about it, but how do you feel about these back-to-back coming in from – hold on. About these backs coming back from breaks. Connor, Akers, Patterson. I have them spread across different leagues. Definitely sitting Akers, old bitch ass. I'm sitting Akers as well. I'm willing to start Connor or Patterson in the right situations, but I don't feel great about any of them. I think Patterson is your best bet for a lot of volume, though.
Patterson, 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 and more Patterson. Agreed.
Duvernay or David Montgomery. Oof.
I will say it's not likely that he's the only target because Isaiah Likely is still in the mix.
Big fact.
It's got to be Monty, and I love Double D Duvernay, man. I've been on this guy since he was in college. I've got like 50 billion of his autographs. That's my dude. I freaking love me some Devin Duvernay. David Montgomery is just such a much safer play than Duvernay, and I think I don't think this one's a hard one. I start Monty 10 times out of 10 here.
Yeah, I'll agree with you, but it is tough. The thing about Duvernay being the only target there is it's Devin Duvernay, man. I mean it's David Montgomery just because of safety. But I mean he can explode. He's just not. He hasn't been a high volume target at all, regardless of who's been in and who's been out. Duvernay is just this 4 or 5 targets a game, and he explodes on 1 or 2 of them every now and then.
He would be great in Atlanta.
Duvernay, Thielen, Romeo, Dubs. Do we have news on Dubs yet?
He sucks. There's the news. He ain't good.
He's in a great spot.
The Packers hate him. They're throwing out undrafted people whose name isn't pronounceable by the North American tongue just to not give Romeo Dubs any action. I personally am going Devin Duvernay in this one.
Okay, let's go back to the. Yeah, it's Duvernay for me as well. Let's go back to the Zach Wilson question. We ain't got to pull it up or anything, but just as a note, Tre'Davious White's inactive today. So
one less interception, one more incompletion.
Damian Harris is inactive today. He's been sick all week.
I showed up, Damian Harris. Get your ass on that field. Stop being a pansy.
Okay. A little bit more confidence here in Duvernay over Romeo Dubs. Allen Lazard will be active today. So there we go. Next question. Duvernay, Samuel Everett. Give me Duvernay.
Oh, I thought for sure you were gonna smash Everett because that's like your guy of the day. But I'm going double D's as well. Give me Devin Duvernay. Take the top off of him.
Pull the titties out. I ain't said that in a while. Drake and Carter, it is. Thanks, guys. Liked and subbed as per usual. Let's get it. Thank you, Dale.
Praise Dale. Praise Dale.
Mm-hmm. Singletary or Montgomery? It is Montgomery for me.
I am going Singletary on this one. I think he has a really good chance to have a couple chances at the end zone this week. I think the Bills are going to be all over the Jets today.
Yeah, which is why I don't choose Devin Singletary. In games that have been blowouts, they're bringing the other guys in. So in close games, Singletary is the main focal point in the backfield. But yeah, I agree with you. I think Josh Allen has a great chance to score a couple rushing touchdowns today.
I'm still going Singletary. I'm 0.54 points on your heels. She's coming for that ass, is what she's saying.
Yeah, and this is not a week that I am very confident in my team. So you might pass me this week, baby. Most explosive.
I learned a couple things about that last night.
Non PPR and flex Hardman, Mooney, or Curtis Samuel. Give me non PPR. Fuck. Give me Hardman.
I'm taking Mooney.
I wanted to say Mooney, but upside for touchdowns, I believe Hardman is kind of. I think he's got a better chance of getting the end zone, but Matt Corral, yeah. Let's play him. Let's see what he's got.
He's out. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it's for the season, but
yeah,
he got
right.
injured real early on.
Yeah, he's out.
I don't think Matt Corral is the future starting quarterback for the Panthers, though. I really liked him coming out too.
McLaurin, Swift, Pittman, Jacoby, or Michael Carter.
Give me Jacoby. Jacoby.
I think I agree with you. I kind of want to say Pittman. I kind of want to say McLaurin. I don't want to say Swift or Michael Carter, which is crazy. But
you can't trust
I think Jacoby
Swift.
Myers, dog. I think Jacoby Myers is the answer, especially in any type of PPR. Zach Lloyd, what up, dog? Jamal Williams or Montgomery, non-PPR, need a higher floor. Higher floor is Montgomery, but higher ceiling, I believe, is Jamal Williams.
Yep.
I think both of these guys are pretty similar, honestly. It's Montgomery, though, for me, non-PPR.
Monty, agreed.
Likely or Ingram?
Likely, smash.
I'm going to say likely, but I also want to point out that Evan Ingram, he has been a top 12 tight end for like the past 3 or 4 weeks and
plays the Raiders.
Heavily involved in this offense. So it's still Isaiah likely for me. Sam will crush Zach.
Everybody will crush Zach.
Even if you don't spell his name right. Wilson, Ellinger. Wilson's going to get some points with a Braxton Berrios big play. Bold prediction. That is a bold prediction because I think we might get some we're going to get some scores out this wide receiver room, but I don't think it's going to be on Braxton Berrios. I do like the kid, honestly, but
ew.
What is up, guys?
What's up, Richard? We love you, baby. Bang that bell for me. Have somebody go find somebody to bang that bell for me. Bang it for them. Bang it with them. Menage bell bang.
Menage bell bang. Love to hear that about Fields from Jordan. I mean, you got to admit what's true.
I've been shitting on Fields all season, and he's doing really well. I mean, I can't deny it.
Dylan White or Pacheco? Gross. I think I'd take a shot on Pacheco, man.
I would not. So I took a pretty deep dive into AJ Dillon this last week, and I comped him to last season. He's actually a little bit ahead of pace of where he was last season at this time. From weeks 9 on last season, AJ Dillon was a top 12 running back in this league. As the weather gets colder, Quadzilla comes out and rains. He gets the Detroit Lions in the ultimate get-right game today. The Packers win this game. They have to win this game. This is my last shot. This is the Hail Mary. This is the three-pointer at the buzzer. I'm going one more time. I'm dialing up A.J. Dillon, and I expect him to get into the damn end zone today.
I don't. But I do expect a huge game from Aaron Jones, though. Yeah.
I think they both have a big game. So you're taking Pacheco on this one?
I think I play Pacheco.
Bet AJ Dillon outproduces Pacheco today. hat
Why
bet
you
right
want to
now.
do that, man?
Because
Shit.
I feel like this is the AJ Dillon week. Finally, I've been waiting fucking 9 weeks for this, and it's gonna pay off. AJ Dillon to the moon today, baby. AJ
Can I pick a
Dillon.
different? Can I pick a different running back over Pacheco? Like I don't want to pick any of these guys.
If you
Honestly,
want
if we're being
Rashad White,
honest.
you can.
I don't want Rashad White either.
I am convicted on my love for AJ Dillon here. That's all I gotta say. Is Dillon.
Whatever.
Dial
Hat
up
bet.
Dillon.
Whatever. Hat bet. That's crazy, but 1 receiver spot and 2 flex.
He must have taken
Kirk
this team over for
McLaurin,
somebody
Amon
else.
Ra, Palmer, Mooney, or Everett. Okay, it's Amon Ra, Josh Palmer, and Terry McLaurin. Those are my 3.
I'm going to Amon-Ra, Josh Palmer, and Christian Kirk.
Amon Ra, Palmer, McLaurin for me. Yeah. Kirk is in consideration, but give me Terry. They're finally allowing Fields to play his style. It's not being forced. Throw from the pocket, and they're allowing him to be more elusive. That is correct, David S. That is correct. That's why he's been explosive. I'm with it, dog. Justin Fields, man, he's exciting right now. Mariota or Brady this week? It's Brady.
It's Brady. It's Tommy Brady. Tommy too tight.
Doug, Singletary or H? Do we have another question down here that explains what this H is?
It's Singletary.
Oh, it's Singletary for sure. Yep.
Duval. That's all I got today. Sorry.
Duvernay or Lazard? Okay. I think I played Duvernay, and it's just basically because Lazard's been questionable all week, and we don't.
You got to go with Lazard. To me, Lazard is easily the Packers' top option. This is a game that they can, should, and will win today. Give me Lazard.
I get it, man. You're probably right. Yeah, I think it's Lazard. You said runs like a bulldog. Bulldog. You're going to say bull-legged. Hey, man. Yeah. He runs hard. And I don't think anybody wants to try and tackle him. Deontay Foreman, by the way. Stupid camera. Still holding on to Jameson Williams, and you drop him for OBJ, Thielen, Claypool, Dubs. Hard to see. Dude, you don't drop him for any of those guys, I don't think. And you can't play Swift yet, man. I know he's exciting, but
he got that touchdown last week.
I don't care.
In that league, it matters.
Do you expect a touchdown? It's not what he did last week. It's what you expect this week. And I just don't expect it. Jamal Williams is the touchdown guy in that offense, even with a.
But he ain't got Jamal Williams. He got Swift.
But yeah, you hold on to Jameson, man. There's too high of an upside that we haven't seen yet. So, yeah, it's tough. But
hat fucking bet.
Y'all should do a Dalton versus Brady bet. I'm much more confident in hat betting Dalton over Brady versus
hat bet.
The other.
Tommy too tight.
Word hat bet. Quarter rail for foreskin.
He wants to know quarter rail or Foreman. Quarter rail or foreskin.
It's Foreman. Foreskin. Deontay Foreskin.
It's foreskin for me too.
Injuries and buys killing me in Dynasty. Bobby Trees, Landry, Chenault, Renfro, Terrace Marshall, pick 2.
Jesus. This is a rough bid.
Yeah. So I think I would go Terrace Marshall, I think, is your number one here. Give me Renfro and Terrace Marshall.
Give me Bobby Trees and Renfro.
It's Terrace Marshall for me, dog. I just had a long talk with someone this morning on Matt Corral.
Me and Travis had a few long talks about Matt Corral in the preseason because I liked him too much.
Crazy Casper, Patterson over Algier.
Patterson in the smash.
Swift or Monty? Give me Monty.
Full Monty.
Connor or Jacoby? Give me Jacoby.
Jacoby, we're on a roll.
Yeah, we are. Hey, guys, Rodgers or Cousins? Give me Cousins.
Give me Aaron fucking Rodgers against
Cut
the
it
Lions.
out, man.
Give me Rodgers against the Packers. Have to have this game, dude. This is gonna be like when you haven't, got any in 2 months and you finally get some. This is what the Packers are getting some today, bro. That's what's happening. Thank you guys. I love seeing you two. Best Sunday morning fantasy football show, hands down. There, Richard, we appreciate you, baby. You are the best Sunday morning start sit question asker, hands down, along with everybody else. We love you guys. Whack-a-Troll 32.
What is this name? I love it.
Whack-a-Troll. While you're whacking that troll, whack that subscribe button for us. Just whack the shit out of it for me.
Hell yeah. What are you boys? Let's see. What are we up to, boys? How are you going? Shit, I cannot read.
What are we up to, boys? How are you guys doing today? Hope all is well and just happy to be able to chill and be a part of TSF 100. We happy to have you, baby. But for real, whack that damn bell.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bucks fan, I'm super nervous about Rams front. Dude, the Rams front ain't doing shit right now, honestly.
Neither is the Buccaneers offensive line, though, if we call a spade. But I think the Buccaneers get this done. I think they win this week.
Yeah, sure. So what? Who cares?
Okay. You got that right. You damn right we got that right.
You damn right we got that right.
Ravens D or Dolphins D?
Okay. Let's see. Give me just a second here. I think I play the Dolphins D. Give some area for mistakes. For Justin Fields can make mistakes, and let's be honest, that's what we're looking for.
Of course, Joey goes with the larger D. I say size doesn't always matter. Give me the Ravens D this week. I think Andy Dalton is also prone to some mistakes as well. So I don't think either of these guys have an incredibly juicy matchup, but I'm taking the Ravens.
Yeah. Saying defense to stream this week is Bengals. Am I missing something?
You are. You're still taking advice from ESPN. That's your problem. Garbage.
Facts. God, they say shit just to get people to say what?
I was like the last guy on that ship too, man. I was a ESPN drum banger, and I'm over it, man. I'll never after this year. I'm done with that app completely and just done with them entirely.
Yeah. Panthers are not a very good team overall, but yeah, man. Are they a good defense to play? Sure, but they're probably just saying that because of ownership. percentages, and nobody really owns the Bengals defense. But they're a solid defense. I give it to them. With all the wide receivers out with the Chargers, will Everett be worthy of a start this week? Yes, he fucking will. I am with it on Everett.
Joey's been waiting for this question all morning. Thank you, Facebook user.
Yes, sir. Too many guys before ESPN, just so you know. Yes, you do. And we love it. We love you for it, baby.
We do. And I answer your questions before I watch any ESPN as well, if that makes you feel any better.
Me too.
Only time I watch ESPN is the Mavericks are playing by accident. So,
yeah, DeAndre Carter or Tyquan Thornton. I am going very convincingly in DeAndre Carter's direction. You can't bank on anything out of Tyquan. He is a big play threat. He's very fast, running a 2-4 or 4-2, but you can't bank on any of that out of him.
I really want to
DeAndre Carter.
I really want to see a wide receiver group with Tyquan Thornton and Devin Duvernay in it, just so we can have the double DTTs. But give me DeAndre Carter all day on this one. All right, looks like we bottomed it out, bro.
Man.
Wallered it.
We wallered that bitch out. I was all over the side walls and everything, but
I'm more of a straight line shot. Like I ain't got time to mix it up on them walls. I'm just, sure.
Yeah, but I mean the girth just speaks for itself. I'm not expecting anything out of Akers rest of season. I'm expecting him to be probably the third running back in rotation. Kyron Williams coming back next week probably, I think will be ahead of him. I think Ronnie Rivers or Darrell Henderson will be ahead of him. It's going to be hard to have a healthy scratch, but yeah, man, Akers has zero ceiling, and this offense has zero ceiling running the ball. They can't run the ball with anybody, so I'm not expecting shit, honestly.
I'm expecting about 1.2 yards per carry the rest of the way. Something along those lines.
I'll tell you what, Daniel, drop his ass to the waiver wire and let somebody else pick him up, and hopefully they drop somebody that you can pick up. But there's no way he has any value in your league. That it. One more. Thoughts on B. Wright? I don't know who that is.
Not 100% sure. Brock Wright, maybe.
I don't have any thoughts on him.
So I believe I don't have a lot of thoughts on him either. I would like to see how he does. I mean, pretty big shoes to fill with TJ Hawkinson. So I'm not expecting him to kind of hop in there and just pick right up where Hawkinson left off. I think he's a low end, tight end streamer.
Yeah, I don't think he's anything to consider at all, honestly. They weren't even involved in Hawkinson. He was a first round pick, so
Thunderdome Fantasy League did me a favor and bang that bell for the tight end of Detroit and for the True Serum Football.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We appreciate you. Yeah, get better, Jordan. We're sitting here talking about how Jordan might have to go run and take a bathroom break. I think I'm the one that's got to go take a bathroom break. All this coffee is running through me. I got one of them. I got a big rock just waiting to drop. Justice Hill, Sonny Michel, or Ronnie Rivers. Pick one. If I got two, it's Ronnie Rivers. I don't want to pick any of them.
Give me Ronnie Rivers.
Trade Akers for Mostert? Fuck yeah. Give me Mostert.
In Dynasty, would you still do it?
Yeah, I would. I don't have any confidence in. It's Evan Creel. What up,
What's
dog?
up, Evan Creel? The OG, the real deal,
Hey,
Evan Creel. Always welcome. All right, I think that's it, man. Anything else you got to say before we get on up out of here?
Absolutely. Good luck in your week 9 matchups. We appreciate all your comments, all your subscriptions, all that good stuff. as always.
Stay true.